France are one of football's greatest nations. They have world-class talent. They have Kylian Mbappé. And after 14 years under Didier Deschamps, a new era was coming. So when Deschamps finally stepped away, France didn't just look for a coach. They looked for a symbol. They looked for a leader. They looked for Zinedine Zidane. Fans wanted him. The Federation wanted him. And Zidane? He had been waiting for this moment. But why him? And why did this appointment feel inevitable? Deschamps didn't just manage France, he built a dynasty. World Cup winners in 2018, World Cup finalists in 2022, Nations League champions. He turned France into a machine, a team that always competes, a team that always wins. So replacing him wasn't just difficult, it was almost impossible, unless you had someone who could match the weight of history. And only one name did, Zinedine Zidane. Zidane isn't just a former player, he is France's football identity. 1998 World Cup final. 2 goals, a nation celebrating its first world title, then Euro 2000, then global respect. He wasn't just a star, he was France itself on the pitch. So the idea of Zidane as manager wasn't just tactical, it was emotional. It felt like destiny. But emotion alone isn't enough to coach a national team. He had to prove he could lead. At Real Madrid, Zidane answered every doubt. 3 Champions League titles in a row, a feat almost impossible in modern football. But it wasn't just trophies, it was control. He managed Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, massive egos, massive pressure, and still delivered. That's why France believed in him, because managing France is not about tactics, it's about managing stars, and Zidane had already mastered that. Now imagine this, Kylian Mbappé, the face of modern football, and Zidane, the man he grew up idolizing. That connection changes everything. There is instant respect, instant authority, but also expectation, because this France squad is not normal. It is filled with superstars, and the real challenge is not talent, it is unity. Zidane's job is to turn individuals into a team. Zidane didn't rush back into football. He didn't chase club jobs. He waited. He turned down offers because there was only one job he wanted, the French national team. And in 2026, that wait finally ended. France appointed Zidane as head coach, not as a gamble, but as a statement. This was the man they believed could define a new era. France trusts Zidane for 4 reasons. First, experience. He has already won everything at club level. Second, respect. Players don't question Zidane, they follow him. Third, identity. He understands what France means. He lived it. He won it. And fourth, mentality. He doesn't panic under pressure. He thrives in it. And that is exactly what international football demands. But there is a problem. International football is not club football. Less time, less training, more pressure, and one expectation: win the World Cup. Nothing else matters. Not style, not development, only trophies. Zidane has already conquered football as a player. He has already conquered it as a manager. Now he returns to the place where it all began, the French national team. The question is no longer whether he deserved the job. The question is, can Zidane win the World Cup again, this time from the touchline?